Hi, this is Jason with Filer Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy review. This time we're taking a look at the Nerf N-Strike Elite Rapidstrike CS18. So the first thing we're going to do is we'll take a closer look at the gun. Alright, so first impressions of this guy, this thing is awesome. I absolutely love the way this looks and feels. It's probably the most realistic Nerf gun. I mean, it's very similar to the G36. It's very ergonomic, it's very sleek, and it feels good to hold. I mean, you can just see, it's got 5 tactical rails. It's got one on the top, one on the bottom, one on each side, and then one up here on the upper top, almost as a carry handle. It's got a extendable stock, which makes it real comfortable. Now there's no one, multiple points. It's just one or the other. It's either all the way out or all the way in, but it does click tight, and if you slam it, it doesn't seem to go back in, which is a really nice feature of the gun. Sometimes some of the other Nerf stocks have kind of gone back in when you went to whack on it. With this gun, it's got the typical, it's got the trigger that revs, and then you just fire. The one amazing thing about this gun is it's fully automatic, and this puts the wow factor on this guy tenfold. Probably the best Nerf gun I've ever seen. I mean, it's so fun, and it just shoots so fast. It also has a front sight, which is extendable, extends up, and then you have like a little sight picture on the gun, which I showed in the little different clips that you can actually look through. Now obviously with a Nerf gun you're never going to get any kind of good sight picture, and it doesn't really matter because it's a Nerf gun. This is a CS gun, so it does take clips. So it actually comes with two 18 round clips. So you just load them in, and they actually come clear on this gun. And as you can see, it just looks menacing, and the fact that it's fully automatic really adds to the flair of this gun. So once you get a clip loaded, you're going to hold the revving trigger, and this revs up, and then you can fire. You cannot fire this gun if there's not a clip in. You can't even rev this gun up if there's not a clip in, just like most of these other guns. So all you're going to do is you're just going to pull the trigger, and you're going to hold it. I mean, you can do semi-auto, you can do full-auto, so I can do semi-auto, or I can just do full-auto. And once you're out, just push the release, pull down, and you take another clip. Like I said, you get two magazines with this, and they are clear, which is pretty cool, so you can actually see, you can kind of do a visual check of your ammo. And it's got nice rubber corners, so if you drop it, if you do any kind of tactical reload, these new N-Strike mags do seem to all have it, even some of the orange ones you buy in the separate packages. You just rev up it again, and you can kind of see it. And this guy shoots pretty good. It's fairly accurate. I mean, with fully auto, you can kind of see where you're shooting and kind of aim it. I mean, you can almost it's like you're watching your darts as like tracers, so you can kind of do the spray. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the most accurate, but because you're just spitting out darts, I mean, it's pretty overwhelming if somebody else, if you're playing somebody else or having a Nerf war and they don't have something like this, because I mean, this thing is ridiculous. Alright, so with the pros and cons of this gun, starting with the pros, this thing feels amazing in your hand. The grip feels great. I mean, it just looks great. It's it's got that realistic gun look to it. Obviously, it's still got the Nerf colors, but I mean, it just feels great to hold. I love that it has that many tactical rails. I mean, there's a side mount on each side. There's two top rails. One way up front, one up here. I mean, you can add all kinds of stuff to it. It's got the extendable stock, which gives it the extra feel, so you can kind of hold it close to you. It has multiple sling attachments, so you have one in the back, and then you have one on each side up here, and also one in the front. So it's really nice. It's also got the barrel extension, so if you had another barrel, I'm not really sure if you'd want to do it with this gun, because it would kind of extend it, but you are able to add on to this guy if you so chose to do that. But I mean, it doesn't, I don't think it really needs it. I mean, I guess you could just make it more menacing with all these rails. I mean, you could do all kinds of cool stuff with this, but I prefer it in its basic form that it came with. Cons, probably the batteries. It takes 4 C batteries, and you load them in the front, in this front tray up here. And with C batteries, it's more of a pain in the butt. Most people don't just have C batteries hanging around at their house. So if you you run out of batteries, I mean, they're heavy, they're bulky, and it's not as easy as some of the other ones that take the the 3 or 4 AA batteries. Other con, probably just the revving, the noise with any of these guns. I mean, if you're really going to have any kind of Nerf battle at all, I mean, they know you're coming. When you start revving this up, somebody knows to not stick their head up. And I mean, and one of the other pros I did skip, I mean, sitting right here, 2 18-round magazines, and it comes with 36 darts. I mean, they really start you off, locked and loaded, and that's a fantastic feature of this gun. I haven't had any problems with it. Some people talk about jamming. I haven't had that issue. I've used this a lot. I've never had to put new batteries in it, and we use this all the time for Nerf wars. And typically, whoever has this, whichever side has this gun, is the one that's taking care of business, because it's just so overwhelming and it's so fast to load. And you can put any kind of clip in it. You can go from a 6 to all the way to the big drums, or an 18-round mag like it comes with, and it's just non-stop. And I haven't had any issues with it as of yet. But once again, that's been Jason with Violent Comics and Collectibles. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and we'll see you guys next time.